What if the stories of alien encounters aren't just the stuff of science fiction and wild imagination, but are real, chilling accounts from credible witnesses that defy rational explanation? What if a handful of individuals have experienced profound, life-altering interactions with beings not from Earth, leaving behind perplexing evidence and a terrifying, unacknowledged truth? In this video, we're delving into 10 of the most famous and baffling accounts of human encounters with extraterrestrials, exploring the detailed testimonies, the physical evidence, and the enduring mystery that surrounds these events. From close encounters and abductions to strange phenomena and compelling physical traces, get ready to question the very possibility that we are not alone. And trust me, the number one encounter on this list is so profoundly documented and witnessed, it continues to spark furious debate and challenges the official narratives to this day. You're about to explore the terrifying world of alien abductions, the strange nature of close encounters, and the unsettling possibility that our planet has been visited. Can you imagine a couple driving home late at night, only to be abducted and returned with 2 hours of missing time and no memory of what happened? Stick around, because I'm going to reveal the chilling story that launched the modern alien abduction phenomenon. Before we enter this world of alien encounters, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button, share this with a friend who loves cosmic mysteries, and if you haven't already, subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on more mind-bending content from 360 World. And I want to hear from you. Which of these encounters do you find the most plausible or the most terrifying? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. 10. The Lonnie Zamora Incident, 1964. A close encounter with a craft. What if a police officer, a respected pillar of his community, witnessed a bizarre, oval-shaped craft land in a remote area and saw 2 small beings in white coveralls near it, only for the craft to take off with a deafening roar and a blast of blue flame? Imagine a law enforcement official's detailed, sober account of a close encounter that left behind physical evidence but no definitive explanation. This isn't just a UFO sighting. The Lonnie Zamora incident in Socorro, New Mexico, is one of the most credible and baffling close encounters, with physical traces and a trustworthy witness that make it a compelling case for a non-terrestrial visit. What did a police officer truly see that day? On April 24, 1964, police officer Lonnie Zamora was pursuing a speeding car when he was diverted by a loud roar and a flash of blue flame. He drove to a remote canyon and discovered a shiny, egg-shaped craft with 2 small humanoid figures in white coveralls standing beside it. Zamora's testimony was incredibly detailed and consistent, and the landing site showed distinct physical evidence: scorched earth, crushed vegetation, and 4 large, mysterious footprints. A federal report noted that the case was one of the few to remain unexplained. The Zamora incident is considered a classic close encounter because of the physical evidence and the credibility of the witness, leaving behind a profound, yet silent, testament to a bizarre and inexplicable event. A police officer, a strange craft, and 2 small beings. What chilling testimony did this close encounter leave for humanity? Let me know in the comments. And brace yourself, because our next encounter involves a whole school of terrified children. 9. The Aerial School Encounter, 1994. A schoolyard of witnesses. Imagine an entire schoolyard of 62 children, all independently and with chilling consistency, describing seeing a large silent craft land behind their school, and a strange, large-eyed being who communicated with them telepathically. What if dozens of children, without any coaching, drew almost identical pictures of the same terrifying visitor? This isn't just a group hallucination. The Aerial School Encounter in Rua, Zimbabwe, is one of the most credible and widely witnessed close encounters, leaving behind a profound and unsettling mystery that has been studied by psychologists, journalists, and UFO researchers for decades. What did 62 children truly see? On September 16, 1994, 62 students at the Aerial School reported a UFO landing and an encounter with a small black-eyed being. The children described the being's large, sad eyes and its telepathic message about the planet's environmental destruction. Their accounts were remarkably consistent, and their drawings of the being and the craft were nearly identical. Dr. John E. Mack, a Harvard psychiatrist who studied the children, found their testimonies to be sincere and free of the usual signs of suggestion or fantasy. The encounter is a compelling case for an extraterrestrial visit because of the sheer number of witnesses and the consistency of their accounts, leaving a profound and unsettling mystery that challenges the possibility of mass hallucination. A schoolyard of children, an alien, and a message. What terrifying environmental message did these young witnesses receive? Don't go anywhere, because our next encounter involved a terrifying night of a small family. 8. The Kelly Hopkinsville Encounter, 1955. The Gremlin Siege. Have you ever heard of a small family in rural Kentucky being terrorized by bizarre, goblin-like creatures with huge eyes and long arms, who repeatedly attacked their farmhouse throughout a terrifying night? Imagine a chilling siege by small, glowing beings that could float in the air and that were impervious to gunfire, forcing the family to flee for their lives. This isn't just folklore. The Kelly Hopkinsville encounter is one of the most bizarre and terrifying close encounters, with multiple witnesses, physical evidence, and a terrifying story that has baffled researchers for decades. What truly besieged this small family? On the night of August 21, 1955, the Sutton family in Kelly, Kentucky, reported a terrifying encounter with short, goblin-like creatures. They claimed the creatures, described as having glowing eyes and large ears, repeatedly peered into their windows and attacked the farmhouse. The family, armed with shotguns, fired at the creatures, but the bullets seemed to have no effect. The terrifying siege lasted for several hours, and the family eventually fled to the local police station in Hopkinsville. The police, who initially dismissed the story, later found evidence of bullet holes in the house and strange luminous traces. The encounter is a compelling case because of the number of witnesses and the police's subsequent investigation that confirmed parts of their story, leaving behind a profound and unsettling mystery that has been studied for decades. A family besieged by goblin-like creatures. What bizarre and terrifying beings tormented this family in the middle of the night? Up next, a chilling abduction story that launched a modern phenomenon. 7. The Betty and Barney Hill Abduction, 1961. The first abduction. What if a couple driving home late at night in a rural part of New Hampshire, experienced 2 hours of missing time and bizarre dreams of being abducted and medically examined by alien beings, which they only recalled under hypnosis? Imagine a chilling story of a close encounter that evolved into a terrifying abduction, with a detailed testimony that launched the modern alien abduction phenomenon. This isn't just a dream. The Betty and Barney Hill abduction is the first widely publicized alien abduction case, leaving behind a chilling testimony and a terrifying narrative that has been repeated by thousands of people over the past decades. What did this couple truly experience? On the night of September 19, 1961, Betty and Barney Hill were driving home when they observed a bright, low-flying craft. They later recalled seeing the craft land and strange, large-eyed beings boarding their car. They arrived home with 2 hours of missing time and a series of strange, unexplained events. Later, under hypnosis, they were able to recall the terrifying details of their abduction, including being taken aboard a craft and subjected to medical examinations. The encounter is a compelling case because of the details that Betty and Barney Hill were able to provide under hypnosis, which were remarkably consistent. The story launched the modern alien abduction phenomenon and has been studied for decades, leaving behind a terrifying yet silent testament to a bizarre and inexplicable event. A couple abducted and returned with missing time. What terrifying medical examinations did they undergo on the alien craft? Don't go anywhere, because our next encounter involved a terrifying interaction in a home. 6. The Varginha UFO Incident, 1996. The Brazilian Roswell. Have you ever heard of a small Brazilian town being put on high alert after residents reported seeing and capturing strange, large-eyed beings, leaving behind a terrifying secret military operation? Imagine a series of encounters with a bizarre, reddish-brown creature with big, red eyes that left behind a chilling story of a crashed craft and a secret military cover-up. This isn't just a UFO sighting. The Varginha UFO incident is one of the most famous and well-documented close encounters in Brazil, with multiple witnesses and a chilling narrative that has been studied by UFO researchers for decades. What truly happened in Varginha, Brazil? In January 1996, several residents of Varginha, Brazil, reported seeing a strange reddish-brown humanoid creature with large red eyes. The creature was described as having oily skin and a bizarre, crouching walk. The sightings were followed by reports of a military operation in the area, with soldiers capturing the creature and transporting it to a hospital and then a military base. Several soldiers and nurses later came forward with their own chilling accounts of the capture and the creature's subsequent death. The Varginha incident is considered a compelling case because of the large number of witnesses, the official denial by the military, and the consistency of the accounts. The story has been studied for decades, leaving a profound and unsettling mystery that has been dubbed the Brazilian Roswell, a red-eyed creature captured by the military. What chilling secrets did this alien encounter leave for humanity? Coming up next, a bizarre encounter with a spiritual dimension. 5. The Rendlesham Forest Incident, 1980. A close encounter with a craft. What if military personnel, in a highly sensitive location in England, witnessed a bizarre, triangular craft land in a forest and saw strange, glowing lights and a series of inexplicable phenomena? Imagine a high-ranking military officer's detailed, sober account of a close encounter that left behind physical evidence and a terrifying, unacknowledged truth. This isn't just a UFO sighting. The Rendlesham Forest Incident is one of the most famous and well-documented close encounters in England, with multiple witnesses and a chilling narrative that has been studied by UFO researchers for decades. What did military personnel truly witness? In December 1980, military personnel at the Royal Air Force, RAF, Woodbridge and RAF Bentwaters in Suffolk, England, reported a series of close encounters with a strange, triangular craft that landed in Rendlesham Forest. The craft was described as being small, with strange, glowing lights and a bizarre, non-human language. The witnesses, including Deputy Base Commander Lt. Col. Charles Holt, were able to provide a detailed, sober account of the encounter. The landing site showed distinct physical evidence, strange markings on the ground, and elevated radiation levels. Holt's memo to the Ministry of Defense is one of the most famous and well-documented pieces of evidence in UFO history. The Rendlesham Forest Incident is a compelling case because of the credibility of the witnesses, the official denial by the military, and the physical evidence. The story has been studied for decades, leaving a profound and unsettling mystery that has been dubbed the Bruce Roswell, a triangular craft landing in a forest. What physical and spiritual traces did this close encounter leave for humanity? Don't go anywhere, because our next encounter involved a terrifying interaction with a bizarre alien. 4. The Pascagoula Abduction, 1973. A terrifying, unexplained abduction. What if two men, fishing on a riverbank late at night, were abducted by a bizarre, gray-skinned being with large, unblinking eyes and subjected to a terrifying, unexplained medical examination? Imagine a chilling abduction story with two witnesses, a lie detector test, and a chilling narrative that has been studied by UFO researchers for decades. This isn't just a dream. The Pascagoula abduction is one of the most famous and well-documented close encounters in the United States, with two witnesses and a chilling narrative that has been studied for decades. What did these two men truly experience that night? On October 11, 1973, Charles Hickson and Calvin Parker were fishing on the Pascagoula River in Mississippi when they were approached by a strange, gray-skinned being with large, unblinking eyes. The creature, which was described as being about 5 feet tall, was able to abduct the two men and subject them to a terrifying, unexplained medical examination. The two men were later able to provide a detailed, sober account of the encounter. They were both subjected to lie detector tests and both passed. The encounter is a compelling case because of the credibility of the witnesses, the lie detector test, and the consistency of the accounts. The Pascagoula abduction is a chilling reminder of the terrifying, unexplained phenomena that can occur when humans encounter extraterrestrials, leaving a profound and unsettling mystery that has been studied for decades. A gray-skinned being abducting two men. What terrifying medical examination did these two men undergo? Now, prepare for the top 3, which delve into the most profound and globally impactful encounters. The next one is about a bizarre encounter with a spiritual dimension. 3. The Fatima Incident, 1917. a religious miracle or a UFO sighting? What if a religious miracle witnessed by over 70,000 people was actually a massive UFO sighting, a close encounter with a technological craft that defied all known laws of physics? Imagine a religious experience, a spiritual message from the Virgin Mary, that was also a chilling scientific mystery that has been studied by UFO researchers for decades. This isn't just a religious miracle. The Fatima incident is one of the most famous and well-documented close encounters in Portugal, with a massive number of witnesses and a chilling narrative that has been studied by UFO researchers for decades. What did 70,000 people truly witness? On October 13, 1917, over 70,000 people in Fatima, Portugal, witnessed a series of strange, inexplicable phenomena that has been dubbed the miracle of the sun. The witnesses, who were there to see a series of apparitions of the Virgin Mary, reported seeing the sun dance in the sky, rotate, and fall towards Earth. While the Catholic Church considers the event a religious miracle, UFO researchers and skeptics have pointed to the striking similarities between the event and a massive UFO sighting. The witnesses described a bright silver-colored disk that moved erratically, emitted a series of strange lights, and was accompanied by a bizarre, non-human language. The Fatima incident is a compelling case because of the sheer number of witnesses and the chilling narrative that has been studied by UFO researchers for decades. The story leaves a profound and unsettling mystery that has been studied for decades. Leaving a profound and unsettling mystery that has been studied for decades. A religious miracle or a UFO sighting? What profound spiritual and scientific questions does this bizarre encounter leave for humanity? Up next, a chilling encounter with a government cover-up. 2. The Roswell UFO Incident, 1947. The ultimate cover-up. What if the most famous UFO incident in history, the alleged crash of an alien craft in New Mexico, was followed by a massive government cover-up, a chilling narrative of a recovered craft, alien bodies, and a terrifying, unacknowledged truth? Imagine a small town in New Mexico being put on high alert after a crashed craft was discovered, and the military was quickly dispatched to the area to collect the evidence and silence the witnesses. This isn't just a UFO sighting. The Roswell UFO incident is the most famous and well-documented close encounter in the United States, with a massive number of witnesses and a chilling narrative that has been studied by UFO researchers for decades. What truly happened in Roswell, New Mexico? In July 1947, an unknown object crashed on a ranch near Roswell, New Mexico. The U.S. Army Air Force issued a press release stating that they had recovered a flying disc, but quickly retracted the statement, claiming it was a weather balloon. However, over the years, numerous witnesses came forward with their own chilling accounts of the crash, claiming that the military had recovered a crashed alien craft and several alien bodies. The witnesses, including military personnel, were able to provide a detailed, sober account of the encounter. The Roswell UFO incident is a compelling case because of the official denial by the military, the chilling narrative that has been studied by UFO researchers for decades, and the sheer number of witnesses. The story has been studied for decades, leaving a profound and unsettling mystery that has been studied for decades. a crashed craft and alien bodies recovered by the military. What chilling secrets did this alien encounter leave for humanity? And now, for the #1 ultimate human encounter with extraterrestrials, something that fundamentally questions our place in the universe. This is the one that changes everything. 1. The Phoenix Lights, 1997. A mass sighting. What if hundreds of people in a major American city witnessed a bizarre, massive V-shaped craft with strange glowing lights silently flying over the city, leaving behind a profound and unsettling mystery? Imagine a massive silent craft, larger than a football field, flying over a major city with hundreds of witnesses, including the governor of Arizona. This isn't just a UFO sighting. The Phoenix Lights is the most famous and well-documented close encounter in the United States, with a massive number of witnesses and a chilling narrative that has been studied by UFO researchers for decades. What did hundreds of people truly witness? On the night of March 13, 1997, hundreds of people in Phoenix, Arizona, reported seeing a bizarre, massive, V-shaped craft with strange glowing lights silently flying over the city. The witnesses, including the governor of Arizona, were able to provide a detailed, sober account of the encounter. The military quickly issued a statement claiming the lights were flares from a military exercise. However, the witnesses, who were able to provide a detailed, sober account of the encounter, rejected the official explanation. The Phoenix Lights is a compelling case because of the sheer number of witnesses, the credibility of the witnesses, and the official denial by the military. The story has been studied for decades, leaving a profound and unsettling mystery that has been studied for decades. A massive, silent craft flying over a major city. What chilling secrets did this alien encounter leave for humanity? If these chilling accounts of human encounters with extraterrestrials left you speechless, then you absolutely have to check out our next video right here, where we explore even more bizarre scientific phenomena that defy current understanding. You won't want to miss it. And remember, if you only scrolled to the end of this video, you missed out on the startling reality of the Lonnie Zamora incident and the perplexing nature of the Ariel School encounter. Definitely go back and watch those parts. Before you go, hit that like button one last time. Share this video with anyone who loves to ponder the possibility of life beyond Earth. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Join the 360 World community, and let's keep exploring the cosmos' most astounding secrets together. Until next time, stay curious, stay questioning, and keep looking up.